let's get back to Rob real quick because I don't want to, celebrate this and then forget the fact that these guys did have 3 days off. They were back at home. It was a revenge game against the Toronto Raptors. So is this something that we're going to expect? I mean, I'm not expecting him to be Mr. Double-Double every single night here, but just the approach, just the athleticism, like Sherrod, you said, vintage Rob Williams, if you will. And if you're a Celtics fan or if you're a guy covering the team like we are, we know exactly what you mean by that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll necessarily be this dominant or statistically this good every game or even most games. But
come on.
The potential for him to have a significant impact is there night in, night out. He doesn't. To me, he could have missed like 3 or 4 or 5 other shots, but the way he defended and rebounded and kept the balls alive, that's really what they need from him on a night in, night out basis. Because he's the only guy, if we're being honest and real about it, who has that ability. He's the only one that has that upper echelon athleticism to play above the rims at both ends of the floor, can make an impact without leaving his feet. Guys know that if you're in Rob's neighborhood, he may put your stuff 5 rows back. So knowing that,
Words out.
Yeah, and we see it all the time where guys will drive and they'll see Rob and they'll throw something up and it'll be like, damn near off the top of the backboard. Mm-hmm. It'll be short because he has that presence about him. So he needs to continue doing those little things to help this team win. But obviously, when he has it going like he did tonight, where he was so active on the offensive glass and just really locked in and engaged, and just he played with the kind of refuse to lose mindset that you need to see from him more often.
That's the thing is. That's why I think we were so, like, I don't know if the word's disappointed, confused, or what, or just worried maybe about, is it because of health issues?
All the above, man.
All the above. I mean, all the above, dude. Like, I mean, when those
every game was one of those.
It was like, well, wait a second. This isn't the Rob Stonk. This isn't the Rob that we saw last year that we were jumping out of the building with him, watching some of the things he was doing. And then it was like, well, does he have, a lower body issue? He doesn't have the legs, doesn't have the, he's a foot lower than he was last season. But then a game like this happens, and I mean, listen, let's not get too crazy here. We don't, it's one game, but to see a performance like that and to see like the energy and the all around game, it's not like he's this world beater on the offensive side. He's going to make his bones athletically and on the defensive end and all that stuff. So that's where you're really looking to see him have that presence down low the way he did. 16 points, 13 rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds. I mean, that's where you want that's how you're going to get those second chance points. If you're not a great shooting team like the Celtics haven't been, you better get some offensive rebounds because you're going to need those second chance points.
Plus, he had a first Siakam on him. Siakam wanted all the smoke, but he wanted all the smoke tonight. I mean, you got to give him. I give him credit for standing up to Al. Well, not give him credit, but I give him props rather for stopping him when he did, because that was a you versus me. I'm going to take you down. Let's do this, and he stood his ground. But those are the sort of stops that I thought were going to catapult a huge run, which it did for the Raptors. Just not a big enough run for them to overtake the lead again.
Yeah, I mean the big thing with Rob is he needs to be intentional with his play. Like, you are an exceptional offensive rebounder. Be intentional with that. You need to bring that to the table every night. You're not going to get every offensive rebound, but you can get your hands on a lot of balls. You can keep balls alive that if they don't go to you, someone else on your team get them. He needs to be that type of player. And here's the thing about Rob, which is funny. Not really, but kind of is to me. So a lot of his success is the failures of those around him. Like, the only reason you can be an offensive rebounder is if guys are missing shots. And because Rob doesn't take shots and miss. He really doesn't miss a lot of shots. And that's because he's cleaning up other guys' crap. Mm-hmm. And that, to me, is his role. He has to understand that I got to make sure that when my teammates are failing, the team won't. When they're missing shots, I got to be that guy to give us another opportunity, give us a second and third shot at that. When he's doing those type of things, this is a tough team to beat. Really tough team to beat.
Bobby. See, Bobby?
Oh!
I got this, Bobby. I tried to put him on. He puts himself on.
He put himself on? Did he really put himself on? Bobby.
Maybe number. Bobby Manning's joining us, guys, everyone. There he is. I tried to
what's going on?
Exactly. I was like a DJ when the song was finishing. I was trying to cue him up right into after Sherrod's point there. But
Bobby, who gave you the power to put yourself on?
Bobby did.
I was trying to change my name. I must I hit the wrong button.
Oh,
works.
here we go. Fat fingers. All right. Well, hey, you're here now. What's good?
I mix you in.
What's going on?
How you
Great
doing?
bounce back
You tell
win.
me. Give me your
Oh, wow.
biggest
I mean,
give
it
me
was
your biggest
just
take from this one. You know, you had the Raptor fans hopeful heading into this one. What happened? What went wrong for the
did.
Raptors?
It's funny.
Why?
I saw the
He
I
goes,
saw the
"I did."
Raptors fans on I saw the Raptors fans on Twitter freaking out like the Celtics fans
I saw
were
'em
the
too.
first time these two teams played. They just had Toronto on their heels on the defensive glass, I guess, for the Raptors. I mean, they couldn't box out. They were just getting pushed around in the lane. Obviously, the Raptors are a team without a 7-footer, and the Celtics don't really have one either, but length inside between Horford and Rob. I actually thought Ime came up with an interesting strategy for this one. He said, you know, the Raptors, they're going to try to beat us on transition. They're going to try to take stops and just get out there and roll. And we're going to stop that by making them box out, making them stop us on the glass. And Rob just destroyed them in that sense. Al was good there too. Tatum got on the offensive glass at times. It was just a great game plan that the Celtics put out there. This was really the first game I felt like the Celtics played exactly how Ime wants them to play.